company called Wacom.
Nah, what they do?
So pretty much it's like Ray J's company who sells headphones and
Oh yeah,
wallets.
yeah. I do know about that. He sells like bikes and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that shit, and it's a wallet that be like $80 for a wallet. Like
Mm-mm.
how I'm looking at myself like, why would I spend $80 on a fucking wallet when I'm trying to make money?
This dude is an underrated singer. He should be doing albums.
I don't think
Why?
he sings no more.
Yeah, obviously, because he was caught up in reality shows and princess. Oh, man. He's a joke, man, bro. Bad enough you made Kim Kardashian famous off of a tape, and now he's selling bikes and wallets and shit.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he was on Hot 97. You're talking to Ebro about that, like over the summer. Like he's making a lot of money doing selling the bikes and the wallets and stuff.
Does he also own the rights to Death Row at this time?
Yeah, it's something like that. Suge Knight. He went to see Suge Knight in prison, and Suge Knight. I don't know how true that is. And I think he's selling liquor or something like that.
He trying to be the next Diddy.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I would never take any tips from. What up, Ronnie Q?
Yo, low
But
key, I'm kind of intrigued about this album we're going to listen to or review.
I don't know
This
nothing
shit,
about this Terry B chick. The first time I'm hearing this album.
same.
Yeah.
I heard the diss track she did against Dre, which we'll talk about before, but I was just like, you know what? Let me check this shit album out because she looks like a substitute teacher I used
I
to have.
I never heard of her. Like even back in the day, I didn't hear about her.
Yeah, before Iggy, it was Terry. But
Yeah.
at least Terry can spit, though. I'll give you that.
She was like the white version of the D.O.C.
Right. But that's the thing about Eazy-E that not a lot of people give. Eazy-E, even what's his name, Jerry Heller, like they would take a chance and like hooking up with like these non-hip hop acts to the hip hop
Right,
label and shit like that, cause they had Black Eyed Peas before they became Black Eyed Peas. They
right.
had like a jazz, some jazz artists there. If I'm not mistaken, they had like a metal artist.
Wow.
And then we're not even gonna talk about hoes with attitude. I know y'all remember hoes with
Right.
attitude.
Yes.
Mm.
Uh,
So
but the bitches with attitude. You mean?
no, they called themselves hoes. I could have sworn they said hoes with
Oh,
attitude.
I thought it was bitches with attitude. Okay.
Let me double check. Hold on. Loki, I might check that album out. Keep it a buck.
I remember them. I never listened to them though. I used to always see the ads in the Source magazine. They were like half naked and shit.
I
Didn't
mean,
they do? They did. Didn't it? Wasn't they on the China Doll album? They did something with Foxy, or she just called the song "Bitches with Attitude."
yeah, that the Foxy
Okay,
song is called "Bitch with Attitude."
bitches. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, hoes
How
with
do I remember
attitude.
that? A
Oh,
terrible album. How do I remember that?
oh, I didn't know the Penthouse Players Pay the Cost came out on Ruthless. Oh shit, I never.
And
I thought it came out on Profile.
dope album. I haven't heard that Pharoah Monch album in years.
Yeah, that's a
She
classic
does. She
album.
does look like Tina Marie. I think she. Well, she didn't mention her name on the album, but she mentioned, "Oh yeah, I know who I look like." She do look like Tina Marie.
Yeah, they called.
She said something to that effect on the album that oh yeah, I know who I look like on one of those songs. So that must have been like a big thing for her back then. Like people were telling me she looked like Tina Marie.
Hey yo, I thought. Do y'all want to do a reaction on this "Hoes with Attitude" album? Living in the whole album.
That's gonna be funny.
like a live reaction because
Like
I'm kind of
y'all think Little
intrigued.
Kim and Foxy was bad? Listen to was it it's Hoes with Attitude? I thought it was Bitches Attitude. It's Hoes with
No,
Attitude?
bitches with attitude. That's the Foxy Brown song.
Okay, so it's Hoes with Attitude. That's the name of the group.
Yeah, hoes with attitude. Cause I'm kind of intrigued on listening to this
Who
shit.
came up with that name, yo?
Who
Who
easy?
said this is gonna be the name for y'all for this group? Like they didn't feel offended.
Mm.
I didn't understand. I don't understand that.
See, back at that time when the female called themselves a hoe, so sometimes it's like with bitch. They sometimes use that shit for like empowerment.
Yeah, but that was something that was done on the on by the West Coast chicks. East Coast chicks didn't do that. Queen Latifah never called herself that or MC Light. You know what I'm saying? Or Moni Love. You know what I'm saying? That was always something I used to see in the Source magazine and seeing hoes with attitude and Jackie O called herself that as well. I'm like, what is that about? I don't get that. And then you get mad when we call you a hoe.
So let me ask you a question: would you respect a woman more if she called herself a bitch or a hoe?
Well, I mean, you see, like now, like they use the term bitch as like, well, I'm that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm that
Right.
boss bitch or whatever. That's what Tierra B even mentioned that calling it that calling herself that on the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't get mad if a dude call you a hoe and you refer to yourself as a hoe.
For real. Like you see, like when niggas they be calling a female a bitch because they be hearing the female calling themselves a bitch. Sometimes they want to fit in. Like, what's up, my bitches? Like,
Well, if I ever call a woman that's because I'm mad at her, I'm not. That's not no term of endearment for me. Like, come here, bitch. How you doing? You know what I'm saying?
oh my god. Like I've always seen hoes with attitude a lot. Like when especially with this records. Like the
Right.
second album is called "As Much As You Want."
Right. I remember seeing that album cover in the Source magazine.
Oh wait,
You
it's
know
the
what I'm
EP.
saying? Yo, uh,
But at least it
Q.
has like production by Yella, Code 187.
That's a West Coast thing, man. Them chicks on the West Coast, you refer to them as that. Like East Coast chicks didn't call themselves that over here. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real
Yeah,
about that. That's a Yo and them. They refer to them as that. We didn't. I don't know any chick over here on the East Coast that was calling themselves that.
yeah. Yo was from the West Coast too.
Right. Q said I was watching Dr. Oz and he did an episode about Tupac death and his missing all time because maybe Tupac is not dead. Does anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, like from what I'm like all the stuff that comes out over the years and you hear about well Pac was only out on bail and he still had to go back to court for the rape case and all that. Maybe, just maybe, he faked his death so that he don't have to go back to jail.
No,
You don't believe that?
no.
I don't know. No autopsy photo. That is weird to me. They have one from Princess Diana and everybody else that died.
You know what's crazy? How come it's like when it comes to rap, it's like everyone wants a rapper to be dead, but when it comes to like a black singer, no one says they're alive. Like I'll be damned if niggas be saying that Marvin Gaye is still alive and shit. Like or fucking what's that motherfucker who died? What's that one motherfucker who died back in the 80s and shit? Like what if niggas be saying, oh, Donny Hathaway is still alive because niggas are out to steal his masters instead? Like I'm serious. Like I'm not trying to be funny, but what if like niggas
You know
don't
what
have
it
to.
is? Because it was like just what Pac stood for, and then the the way that everything happened, and his mom, it like when Biggie died, like they had a procession through Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? We saw that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? When Aaliyah passed away, they had the funeral in Manhattan. We saw that. We didn't see
right.
nothing when Pac died. We don't see nothing. Not one proof that he's dead. Not no autopsy photo. Not a coffin. Nothing. So people, that's when that whole Machiavelli thing started. So people like it's been going on for 20 some years. You know what I'm saying? That there's, you hear rumors that he's been in Cuba or different countries or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like when Tretch did the interview on Vlad, he's like, if I knew that Pac was alive, I ain't telling y'all, and he was best friends with Pac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like people we don't know what to believe because it's like, and then his mother in here, she dead too. Half of the outlaws are gone. So it's just strange how everything happened. Everything is coincidental with the Machiavelli album and him passing and you know what I'm saying. So it's like we don't really know. If we had that one proof that he was dead, then I think people would know for sure. It's like we don't know still for all these years.
Shit. All I'm saying is I'm just tired of all the speculation, man. I just want
I
facts.
believe that. Do I believe that he's dead? I don't know. At one point I did, and then like being on all of those Machiavelli blogs and sites over the years is like it's too much coincidental stuff. I don't think people may just make this shit up. You can't make that shit up.
Now y'all
Numbers
really
don't
think
lie. You know what I'm saying? Like numbers don't lie. So it's like when you hear about him dying on, he got shot on the seventh day and then he died on the 13th, and then you know what I'm saying, like the Machiavelli shit with that, and it's just too much stuff that's coincidental. You can't make that shit up.
true? Well, I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Yeah.
All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of our Hip Hop Review. This your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
Yo.
Got my homegirl Ash with me. Um, so this isn't something I kind of picked up on. The album we're going to talk about is Terry B, Power of a Woman, released on 1990 New Year's Day to be exact. Yeah, Eazy-E had a white female rapper. And I was looking at myself like I never knew about her like until recently. And not only was she put on by Easy, but she was also put on by Schoolie D. And y'all should know who Schoolie D is. He's PSK. What does it mean? In my opinion, he's the father of gangster rap. In my opinion, and shit like that. Terry B was also in like a little pop group. I want to say they were called a dance group called Bar Ducks. I could be saying it wrong. And they were like a dance group that was around the 80s and stuff like that. That was considered to be a one-hit wonder. They had a song called the first song called Three Time Lover, and she actually left the group before that debut actually happened, if I'm not mistaken, and she was replaced by some other chick named Lisa. And so, with that being said, she ended up getting put on by Easy E, and that's when they started working on the Power of a Woman album and stuff like that. See, I don't know too much stuff about Terry B and whatnot. Hell, even her Wikipedia page, the picture you can barely see her fucking face.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's kind of sad. I mean, and it's kind of crazy. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like go to a Wikipedia page right now. I'm not even trying
Is
to
she
be funny.
alive?
Yeah, she alive.
Yeah,
I
she dropped
seen
a
some.
new album. Like
She
she
has
just
black
dropped the
hair
album.
now, right? I seen some picture where she has like black hair, or was that like an old picture?
I want to say she have black hair now. Yeah.
Okay.
That was her in '08.
Oh, so what the hell does she look like now?
I don't know.
Hold on, I can pull up a picture because like they don't even have that much information about her online too. So I'm just like interesting.
Mm.
Only Reg can do these obscure album reviews, yo.
So what?
I said only you would pick these obscure albums to review.
I mean, like I said before, this is the channel where you'll only see album reviews like this. That's all I'm going to say.
She has a
I
Facebook,
mean,
so I don't.
She has
I'm
a
assuming.
she has a photography page.
I'm assuming this is how she looks now. She has a Facebook.
yeah, I'm gonna pull up a recent picture too.
She looks like a gothic chick now. Like this, she don't even look like she do rap.
Yeah, she does
She
metal. Yeah,
does
she does metal
she
too.
does alternative metal.
Oh, that's why she looks like that. All those
Yeah.
metalheads look like
Yeah, man. And this is
does
one of her
wow.
recent pictures right now.
She hot. Got some boobs on.
I did not know this. Turns
Yeah.
out last month on the 20th, she released a new album.
Oh wow.
She doing
Yeah,
dark, doing metal shit.
with hardcore tracks of hip hop, rock, and resistance.
She got a dope tattoo. Dope.
Yeah, really. You. I mean, as good as the skills are on this album, the only reason why I'm doing this is because it's part of like the Ruthless family, Ruthless Records and stuff like that, and that's pretty much the only reason why I'm doing it. I just felt like it was something different. And
Mm,
y'all should know the story about how she alleged that Dr. Dre beat her ass at a Grammy party
yeah.
because of the fact that allegedly Dre didn't produce on the album, but he was featured on a song, and Dre got mad. And if y'all know the history with Dr. Dre, that's all I gotta say right there. So like
Mm.
this is pretty much alleged by her. So
Did
who
she sleep
knows?
with anybody in the group? Did she sleep with Easy or Dre? Anybody?
No.
As far as I know, see, Easy, he was professional like that. He never really slept with his artists like that.
Oh,
Exactly.
was it? I ain't vouching for Easy, dick. 'Cause we already know what happened. I was not vouching for him.
Chill, chill.
I'm just saying.
I mean, Easy's a legend, man. Easy's a fucking legend. But speaking of production, Terry B, she actually produced a few tracks. Schoolie D produced a couple of tracks, and Greg Kuhn, uh, Greg Kuhn, I think I'm saying his name wrong. And I said Kuhn. Oh shit, let me stop.
Yeah.
And Bilal Bashir.
And QD3.
Oh yeah, QD3 too. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. Surprisingly, they don't have that on the producer on the Wikipedia, but they have that on the song.
On
Okay,
YouTube.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but QD3 fucking legend.
Yeah.
In my opinion, one of the most underrated West Coast producers of all time. Yes, he is the son of Quincy Jones. So yeah, man, like he's a motherfucker I feel like should get more mention. Like I'm tired of all the mention about Dre and Quick and EA Ski and 8 Banks. Like niggas need to talk about QD3 more. I'm sorry. And guest appearances include Eazy-E, Everlast. Yes, the same Everlast from House of Pain. This is when he was in the Rhyme Syndicate with Ice T, um, Dr. Dre, and D.O.C. All right, so not too much of a long album. I want album has 10 tracks, so I'm ready whenever y'all are.
Mm.
All right, so track number one is the track called "Swinging with T." Um, Pretty solid track. I don't think I would have started the album on this track to keep it a buck. It uses the Earth, Wind, and Fire sample, which was Shining Star. Um, yeah, it was an okay track. I wasn't really too crazy about this track. I mean, I felt it was cool whenever Earth, Wind, and Fire gets sampled, but it's not. It's not.
It's alright. Nice beat. Uh, what's her name? Terry? How you pronounce her
Terry
name?
B.
Terry
Carrie.
says when it comes to rhymes, I'm the hip hop vixen. Those are nice little intro.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know really much about Terry B. Actually, it's my first time ever hearing about her. So overall, pretty dope track.
I feel you on that. Then we're gonna get into track two, "Anything You Want" featuring Eazy-E. Yeah, this was produced by Schoolie D, which yeah, Schoolie D is pretty dope producer, man. I never really thought he produced his own shit, but I need to look up more of his shit to be real with you, because I only know his first album. But this track right here again was another solid track. Her and Easy pretty much has like a pretty dope chemistry and whatnot. I mean, there were a couple of lines that I like. I'm pulling it up right now. She said, "Suckers trying to step because they see what's on the surface, but I pull your card, then we'll see who got the hardest. It's not the color, it's the heart of the artist. And you can't ignore the woman who will war. So look more close, notice the hardcore." And Easy, he's definitely doing his thing. He's talking about, he's doing the ad libs, like he'll be like, shut the fuck up, punk, and pay your respects to the queen of Comptown. Cause Comptown, that was owned by Ruthless Records and shit too. So that was the sub label that she was on. So yeah, this was a pretty solid album. So yeah, solid song. Excuse me.
Is swinging with T.
No, anything you want.
Oh, anything you want. Yeah, this was dope. It had a nice beat, nice melody. Terry B saying, giving that microphone to get lost, or who's taking over the female rock mob boss. And then you got like Easy at the end talking about well, she telling Easy like everybody thinks I'm jocking you, and he says, hell nah, she won't even give me the pussy. So that's why I asked him like, was he messing with this chick? Like, why would you even throw that in there?
I don't think he was messing with her. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. You never know.
Mm. Yeah, anything you want. It was pretty alright. Kind of like how the chemistry was between Terry and Eazy-E. Yeah, as far as whether or not he slept with her, then I don't think he did. But if so, probably, that was probably one of the things he took with him to his grave.
True. Shit. Which leads us to the next track, Vinny the Moocher, featuring Everlast. Um, so Q said that no, not Q. Ronnie said that this was Everlast's first appearance on Wax, which I didn't even fucking know. So that's surprising because I always thought it was the fucking Ice T album, the Iceberg album, if I'm not mistaken. But appreciate that. So
Yeah,
this
Rum
was
Syndicate.
you said what?
He was a part of Rum Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never mentioned when I saw the interview, the interview he did on Talib Kweli podcast. He never mentioned Terry B. He only mentioned starting with Ice T crew or whatever.
Oh wow. Oh wow. But this song uses a sample of the Cap Calloway classic Minnie the Moocher.
Right.
That hidey ho, that song right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Oh Lord.
I would never sample that track. I feel like
No.
that track should be sampled. It's a classic, and I never really cared for this track, in my opinion. Never cared for this track. Like I get it was trying to be experiment. I get what they were trying to do, but no, it's just
I don't like.
damn it. It's just a no for me.
You can answer your phone.
Yeah, it's my mom's. Give me one. Y'all can go on. I'll catch up.
Yeah, I don't like it. It was straight whack. Don't like the sample. Don't like nothing about it. What up, Marquise and Antoine, Ronnie, Q. Yeah, I don't like the song. Did we skip Swinging with T? Because I thought that was track 2.
No, we went over that.
Okay, so the YouTube track listing is wrong then because they have Swinging with T as
Yeah,
track 2.
yeah. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. What you think, Ashley?
Um, yeah, Vinny the Moocher. I did not like that at all either.
What part of the song Everlast is on?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear one. And maybe that's who she was sleeping with because I didn't hear one. No, don't like it. Should we go to track 5?
Reg said he'll catch up.
Step to this. We got step to this. Um, the beat was okay. The beat was okay. I don't. I think QD3. From what I've seen on YouTube, they said QD3 produced like most of the album. I don't know how true that is. Um, Terry saying I'm a sister in every sense of the word, though my skin is white, so fuck what you heard. I have a problem with that. You can clearly see she's not black. She's not a sister. No, I don't think you can look at her and say she was a sister. And she did a lot of that on this album. Like she made a lot of references to her being a white girl that rhymes, and that just wasn't a thing for me back then. Like I know it was in the media with having Vanilla Ice be successful and you know House and all that, but it just wasn't a thing for me. And she referenced that a lot on this album. Yeah, we had track 4 step to this, but yeah, I don't remember hearing Everlast on Vinny the Moocher.
Yeah, I didn't remember hearing. He pretty much I guess he was doing background vocals or name checking her, or
Did
'cause
he
I know he was,
ghostwrite that song for her or no?
I do not even know
Cause she
that.
she gave him a shout out, but I didn't hear him on the songs. I'm like, did he ghostwrite the lyrics for her? Cause I didn't hear him.
Because Everlast, okay, from what I looked up, Everlast, he appears as Vinny on the track, and he name checked Terry B, and the two dated around the time
I figured
when
that. I
he.
said that. I'm like, that's who she was boning. It wasn't Easy. It was Everlast.
Ew. Mm. I don't know, bro. Mm. So y'all all went for step to this.
That's when the lady had to pay. That's when the lady had to pay her dues. Like they had to like sleep with somebody in the crew to get on.
Mm. So what track are y'all at?
Track 5. Step to this.
Step to this. Did y'all all go?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I really didn't care for Step to this, to be honest. And yeah, I did. I didn't. I had no idea Everlast was on here because I didn't even. I don't think I even heard him on the song. Very real.
right. Yeah, man. Step to this. I mean, yeah, she was going again. Another track where she was going in at, but I had a little issue with the beat. I felt like the beat could have been a little bit more better and
And the
whatnot.
lyrics,
You said what?
the lyrics was she talking about being a sister in every sense of the word, but she's white, so fuck what you heard. You didn't have a problem with that?
Yeah, a lot of lyrics I kind of had a little issue with too. But at the same time, the year was 1990, so white rap were kind of rare at that time too. And then we all know what happened with Vanilla Ice. So,
Right. I mentioned that.
so
Hmm.
for that time being, I guess it was like usual for that time being and stuff like that. So, but for the most part, I felt like it was okay. Lyrically, it was nothing really too.
5 mics. You give this a 5 mic.
You said what?
Right? You give this 5 mics? Hell no, it ain't no 5 mic album.
That I can already say is not a 5 month album.
And we're not even done with
No,
this yet.
hell
Right.
no.
So yeah, that's what I have to say about fucking step to this and shit. Which brings us into the next track, Murder She Wrote. Yeah, this was a very dope track. I like this track right here. QD3, he did a beat, not surprising there. And yeah, she was definitely going in on this track. And this was a single too, if I'm not mistaken. So she had a line where she says some shit like 9 millimeters of rhyme on the charts with the bullet. Got my finger on the trigger, then they pull it for being controversial, not commercial. I'm down. Jack to the sound of the underground and shit. Um, so yeah, man, like she definitely did a thing on this one, and then they used a sample of Eric B and Rakim's, follow the leader in the chorus when they talk about a microphone, the line when a magnum is the microphone, murdering MC, that line right there. So
Right.
very one of my favorite tracks off this album, probably my second favorite.
This is one of the few good songs on this album. I like the beat and the nice sample, the rockin' sample, and um uh, Terry saying my ballpoint pen is my weapon loaded with knowledge. My lyrics is stepping. I was okay. It's a decent track. I like it.
Yeah, I admit, I like Murder She Wrote too. Yeah, surprisingly, I feel that this was definitely a good choice for it to be a single, but I kind of wish it would have had a little more airplay for it to move up to the charts rather than being like in the reigning, I guess, like 27 or 28.
Got you. All this talk about Vanilla Ice is kind of making me sick at the moment.
Oh god.
Oh. I review one white rapper. Everyone talks about Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Out of all the white rappers we have, you talk about Vanilla Ice.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is not. I can already spoil you. This is not the best album, but at the same time, it's far from Vanilla Ice. I'm just gonna be real.
I don't know about that.
Wait, I don't know. I think y'all reaching right now. I don't know. I think y'all reaching right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, track track number 6, Packing a Punch. Yeah, this is one of my least favorite tracks off this album. Didn't really care for the track. Way too long. Didn't like the beat. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
I like the I like the beat in the, I like the beat in the bass line and Terry saying and at the bell this blonde bomb show. Oh wait, what song we doing?
We doing Packing a
Pack a
Punch.
Punch? Okay, because the YouTube track listing is different. Yeah, I like the whole fight concept and she's saying it and at the bell this blonde bomb show will proceed not bleed, no need to yell. It was alright.
Yeah, I mean, I like Packing a Punch. To be honest, I mean, I like the concept of it, and I guess like lyrically, it was alright. My only issue is that it was a little too long. Other than that, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was too long also, like 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way too long.
Yeah, and that's another issue with this album. Way too long songs too. Hey, y'all can't talk about MC Search without mentioning Pete Nice.
Yo, I'm seeing like all the white rapper names come up, yo.
For real, like y'all talking about Milk Bone. Milk Bone.
Hey, Milkbone had a good album. That's underrated though.
Oh yeah, that album was dope. I ain't gonna lie. But the name. Remedy was cool too. I liked Remedy.
Yes, Remedy.
Very.
I actually got one of his albums. This is underrated, and he's from Wu-Tang Clan. We gotta talk about this.
This
is a Wu affiliate.
And he was talking about the fucking Holocaust on that album.
Right. This is a Wu affiliate album, yo. We gotta definitely put some respect on Remedy.
Yo, I'm down.
That's a dope white boy.
Right.
Fat Joe's Puerto Rican. You're not white. Fat Joe's Puerto Rican. That don't count.
Oh Lord. Anyway, track number 7, Let the Beat Rock. Low-key, when she said reggae, I was kind of worried. I thought she was gonna do a reggae song.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those, how back in like the late 80s, early 90s, they had like a DJ song.
Right.
Where the DJ would just rip on like boards and shit.
Right.
That thank God for that. So it is what it is.
But why did she say reggae and the track is not a reggae song?
because like I guess the bass line had like a reggae. I don't know. I don't know. White people need to leave her.
No,
She's
but
not
I
the
like the
class.
beat. See, it's basically an instrumental because it's not a reggae track outlet. There's nothing about the song that's reggae. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a regular instrumental beat. I like it, but I don't. It's not nothing about it is reggae.
Right.
Hey, Flake, I never heard of it.
Yeah, I really didn't care too much for like the beat rock. Didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm trying to give this white girl some hope right now, but that's all I gotta say.
Mm,
I'm trying to give this white girl a hope right now, but I guess that's what I get for trying to be different. I guess.
mm.
Anyway, Marquis said Eazy-E was awesome. um, track number 8, Player, featuring Eazy-E, Dr.Dre, and D.O.C. I like it, but I was disappointed because you had Easy, you had Dre, you had motherfucking D.O.C.,
Right.
but they didn't even drop a fucking verse and shit.
They just talking.
Bro, you know how hold up, let me turn my camera on. You know how motherfucking hype I was for this fucking track. I was like, you had motherfucking D.O.C. who was ghostwriting for Dre at that time and shit like that. Mind you, D.O.C. ghostwriting for Chronic and for Doggy Style. Do y'all history. You had fucking Dre, who around that time, 1990, who was on some lyrical raw path and shit like that, because fucking D.O.C. and, if I'm not mistaken, 187 was writing for him too. But they only here talking on this fucking track. Oh, fuck out of here, man. And the track's pretty much about her looking after some players and shit like that. I mean, I like it, but it was a wasted opportunity. Can you imagine Easy and Dre and D.O.C.? Man, fuck out of here, man.
Which is the same issue with the Busta Rhymes album now, where I hear a lot of people saying, "Well, MOP's on the songs are, but they ain't rapping on it. It's only on the chorus, and it's like a sample."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how do you have Dre and Eazy-E and D.O.C. on one song and they just talking? They're not even rapping. I don't. And the beat is made for them. That's like an N.W.A beat that's on the track.
Exactly.
I don't get that. That was stupid.
That was like the album's wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, the product is Latin. We talking about like just white rappers. Y'all getting Latin and white confused, yo.
Yeah, I thought
Exactly.
South Park Mexican was Latin.
It's not the product I'm talking about.
No, I don't listen to these cats.
Yeah, I'll admit, Player really was, yeah. That was disappointing too, because I honestly thought the same thing. I thought I was going to hear Eazy-E, Dre, and D.O.C. drop something, but yeah, this was a very wasted track.
I mean, I'm saying like, damn, I was ready to hear
that was an epic fail. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm just so mad. I'm just so disappointed right now. Like that
Are we
ass.
talking Latin rappers or white rappers? Y'all, I'm saying Be Real is Latin. We're not talking about Latin rappers. I'm talking about white rappers. Who was the best and the wackest? Latin rappers is a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause y'all really getting on my nerves with this
Yeah,
Latin rap.
y'all getting that way. Y'all getting that confused, and y'all really need to.
Did anybody mention Slane? Slane is white and he's a dope rapper. I didn't see his name. I saw Necro and I saw Ill Bill.
Oh wow, Sam Smith dropped a new album. Oh wow. Somebody recommended me to listen to Ariana Grande's new album, but
I just listened to that. It's a good album. I still like Sweetener more. I didn't hear was it the one after that? Thank You Next. I didn't hear that. But Poison is good. She got The Weeknd on there. She got Ty Dolla $ign. It's a good album.
I heard it was a sex album.
Oh yeah, the lyrics are a little
They're
freaky on there.
explicit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yes.
then I
She getting
definitely got to
more.
listen to this.
She get more
Oh Lord.
explicit. I don't know what happened to her. She get more explicit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what happened to her. People got so mad at her for Mac Miller's death. They got
Right.
mad at her because they thought that she destroyed Pete Davidson. Now she's trying to this whole
But
way of rebelling and shit.
there's a song that like she has on the album that I've seen a lot of comments where it's about Mac Miller passing, but she doesn't necessarily mention his name on it.
Mm.
Yeah, but she don't have the body to be that freaky. Like, come on,
Yeah,
she
because
look like
when I
a
look at
teenager.
Ariana Grande, I mean, I have nothing against Ariana Grande, but when I look at her, I mean,
Yeah,
she's more like
she's like a 12-year-old.
girl next door. Like she give me girl
Right,
next door vibes.
great singer, but she don't look like
Mm.
what is she like 25? She don't look 25.
No, Ariana is the same age as I am.
How old is she? 27?
27.
Yeah, she don't look it. She look like 12.
You
Oh,
know what? You know what's funny? You know what's weird? One time a few years back, when my mom and we went out somewhere, she needed to stop by somewhere to get something. This woman told me I look like a 14-year-old.
Oh
that's
wow,
disrespectful.
that's crazy. Yeah, you look older than Ariana. I don't know where they get that from. That's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
like,
black. Go ahead.
Black
no,
don't
that's
crack.
not. That's not. Other times, like some people, even at my job, be assuming I'm like 19 or 20. I'm like, no, I'm a little older than that, but I don't
Hey,
disclose my actual
you
age.
know what you tell them? You tell them the black don't crack. That's what you tell them.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the truth. Same thing happens with my mom. Like, I know she told me a few years ago, back when her and my dad were together, like, say if my dad needed something from the store and she needed to get it for him, like a pack of cigarettes or something for him, she would end up getting carded when she was in her 30s and 40s
Yep.
because no one didn't believe she was her age.
Oh no, she's a great singer. I love Ariana. I just feel like she don't look her age. Like the stuff that she's talking about now, you would be like it's like a little girl talking about it.
No,
You know,
no,
like
no. I think it's the face. When
her
people
face
see her
is young, but
face,
her body is
it's,
she has no body. She's slim. It's like she doesn't eat.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Oh
know, I
wow.
don't want to say that she's malnutrition or she's like coughing it up, but her body is super slim.
No, that ain't it. That ain't it. She just can't. No. She just can't help that she's like that. Because I
She need
mean,
to eat some soul food. That's what she need to
I'm
eat.
kind of like that too.
I'm thinking about some BBWs at the moment. I'm not thinking about Ariana body. Shit.
She needs some soul food in her. That's what
No,
she.
I kind of get where Ariana's coming from because she don't. Yeah, because when you look at her, you don't think she's like in her late 20s, and some people look at me the same way too. So I kind of get that.
Do you eat? You have appetite? Do you eat a lot or no?
Well, when I eat to the point where I get enough. I don't
Right,
overdo it.
right.
I just need to make better choices with what I eat.
I feel you.
Mm.
Mm, shit. I think to me,
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't even know how we got into this conversation. To be really.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, how do we get so sidetracked with, yeah.
But I might check out Ariana Grande's new album. It'll be the
Yeah,
first album I heard from her.
I've listened to all her albums except for Thank You Next. Like she's a good singer. You know, I like her albums, but I just have a problem with her the skinniness. But other than that, she's a great singer. You know,
Mm.
when you look past the skinniness, she is one of the best singers. I mean, as far as pop right now, like she would be the main one I listen to because I don't like BB Rexha and Demi Lovato. I don't care for them. So Ariana is the one I would check out.
Right.
Man, Taylor Swift is more skinny
Yeah,
than
yeah,
her.
yeah. Sweetener's the only album I have, and the only one I've listened to. I've
Right.
only listened to, I think, one song off her latest album. So I might have to check out the rest of the stuff and listen
Yeah.
to some of her other albums. But Sweetener is definitely something
Yeah.
you,
It's a great album.
Reg, you definitely need to check out as well.
Yeah. Great album.
Yeah.
Shit. So we all talked about Player, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that
We
was
all did not really care too much for it.
God damn.
Next track is School's In.
What is this? School's in? Like, what is this, man? Like, but
Um,
yeah, this track was another okay track. It could have been better. Um, it uses the Joe Tex sample, which y'all should know who Joe Tex is. Very legendary soul artist. Yeah, I didn't really care for this shit, to be real.
it's so Schoolie D did produce this one, I believe, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
This one I like. I like the beat and the bass line. Uh, Terry B saying dance to the rhythm. I'm giving dance to the rhythm. What I'm giving is poetry. You say I sound like no other, so you know it's me. It was okay. It was I liked the production more than the actual rhymes on it.
Yeah, I'll admit School's In was pretty decent. I like the bass line and the beat of it. Lyrically, she did an alright job.
right. Now,
Last one.
Loki, and this kind of makes up for it. Ruthless Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
This was a diss track aimed at Dr. Dre. It was aimed at her old group.
Mm.
I'm looking at myself like it took us the last track for you to be really spitting. Cause like I told y'all, this was the first track I've heard from this chick. Hold up, pause. Antoine, you said Taylor Swift is better than Ariana Grande. What?
Wow.
No,
Get out!
no,
Get out!
no,
Man.
no, no.
You
Get out
should
with
have had
that.
a whole discussion on this stuff.
Hold on.
Good
Did you
Like
say
Lord.
that
rappers and
Blueprint Two
pop
is better
singers.
than Blueprint One too?
Wait,
Say
what?
what?
Wasn't he the one that said Blueprint Two is better than Blueprint One? Ah, you know,
Oh, oh.
I'm let me finish this review because y'all really got me bugging on the comments, man. But yeah, it took us 10 tracks, and then all of a sudden this bitch gonna finally drop some good ass heat. Man, what the fuck?
Mm.
So like I said before, this was aimed at Dre and her old group Bardux or whatever, however you say that shit. Um, it's not no Roxanne Shantae's Big Mama. It's not no Big Mama, but yeah, she definitely went in on this track. She called Dr. Dre a cartoon gangster, which I kind of laughed.
Mm.
Um, she called her group members a fucking hoe. Like, she has some lines. I'll admit, she has some lines though. Like, she says, "I want to tell you about a hoe I know named Linda. Never, never with a groupie get over. So I'm a finette her, well, finetta, whatever. This the hooker. You're just jealous because I pimped all your so-called fellas. I say to myself, it's time till you get caught. Linda can't pretend to be something she's not. I operate with, I'm not even gonna repeat the other lines though. And then with Dr. Dre, yeah, I think in my opinion, she went in the hardest on Dre and shit like that. All
Mm.
you had to do was love me, but instead you chose to shove me. To death do us part for the rest of my life. No, I won't be no better wife. Taken for granted because you rock my world. Take advantage you fucking with the wrong girl, punk. And she says she
Mm.
kind of alternates between her group and Dr. Dre too. So I'm trying to really find the line where she really went in.
Mm.
She says, play me, play me close, homeboy. If your name ain't on it, then my record won't hit. If you don't produce it, it ain't legit. As for the Grammys, I'll put it on the shelf. It takes a punk motherfucker to play himself. Your best shot was weak. I didn't need no stitches. Get this straight. I ain't one of your bitches. You cartoon gangster. I'm calling your bluff. Hitting a woman that makes you real tough. Interesting, but yeah,
Mm.
man. My favorite track on this album, just her aggressiveness, and like I said, it kind of makes up for the roller coaster this whole album was. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't like it. And
What?
the way I don't like the song. And the way you were saying her lyrics, you sound better than how she said it.
You said what?
The way you was saying her lyrics, you sound better than how she said it. Because I didn't like the way she was delivering those. I'm sorry. So,
Oh my god.
I don't like it, yo. I'm sorry. This album is bad. No, this is not a good album.
Hmm.
Mm, okay. All right. What I think of this track here? Okay. Yeah, she really went in on Dre and her former group. Yeah, that's to be expected. I mean, she was going at it like blow for blow, pretty much hitting it where it hurts. But my only issue is like, dang, it really had to take her all of 8 minutes to really get her point across. That was one thing I didn't like about that. But yeah, it like even though this was my first time listening to her album, I feel like that this song could have been placed somewhere else on the album.
Katy Perry is dope. I like her.
She's all right, but she's too much of a cartoon character at times. Matter of fact, most of these pop artists are just cartoon characters at this point.
Uh,
Like besides Ariana Grande, um, and Little Mix, because shout out to Ashley because she put me on Little Mix too.
yeah, they dope.
Most of these motherfuckers, they're just too cartoony. Like it got to the point where motherfuckers calling Justin Bieber album the best album of this fucking year, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I think he did have, as far as pop, I think he did have one of the best albums of the year.
You said what?
I was
I,
never really into his albums
well,
like
I
that.
got into
Just
people
some of
late
his
though.
songs.
I got into him late. Like I want to say like by the Believe album, I started listening to him, but I did like his album. I like the album on Def Jam. I'm forgetting the name of that. I'm
Mm.
forgetting the name of the album, but I thought it was good, and he has another one coming out.
Oh,
Oh lord, this what the music needs, and now another Justin Bieber album.
Pink is
Anyway,
dope.
and I respect your opinion. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you I like something if it's not dope. Like you know what I'm saying? But no matter what genre it's from, I
Mm-hmm.
said Justin Bieber. Yes, Justin Bieber. I liked his album this year. If I'm not gonna say it if I ain't like it.
so you get
Right.
mad at me for liking China Doll?
No, I'm not saying. You're comparing China Doll to Justin Bieber album. Justin Bieber album shits on China Doll any day.
Man, I'd rather listen to China Doll than Justin Bieber's
Oh
discography.
hell no! I love Foxy Brown, but that was her worst album in her discography.
I'd
China
rather
Doll.
listen to it. I'd
And
rather
I
listen
love
to
the
Lil
fact that you defend China Doll because you're the only one I know that defends that album. This dude said China Doll was better than the Firm album. I will never forget that. And you sticking by your word. I love that because some people would change their mind like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean that I was drunk. You know what I'm saying? You're sticking by your word, and I love that. So
because my word is bond at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm
you
not
know what I
scared of
mean?
nothing. Like I,
That's why I love you because that's the people I want to have discussions with. People that feel like this album was great, even if nobody else liked
Mm.
because like I said, like I'm gonna talk about it that after I fucking talk about my thoughts on this album though. But Loki, if there was a word I can really describe this album, it would be bizarre.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't even talk about the album cover. Like, she reminded me of the substitute teacher I used to have back in high school or some shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, man. Her name was Miss Shields and shit, man. Cause I don't know. But anyway, I this album was just bizarre because it didn't know what it wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
It really didn't know what it wanted. Like, part of it wanted to be like have her dance roots from her group. Then part of it wants to do this gangster shit like what Ruthless was doing
you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. You had so much fucking wasted opportunity on this album. You
Mm-hmm.
had Eazy, you had Dre, you had D.O.C, you had fucking Everlast. I mean, they're barely dropping verses. Y'all talking about Vinny the Moocher packing a punch and shit like that. Come on, man. Man, but
That should have been a storytelling track.
shit. Can she spit? Yeah, I'm not saying she can't spit because I heard worse white rappers at that time, including one with the fucking weird hairstyle and shit like that. But um, I'm gonna give this maybe. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna give it 3 mics just to be fair.
Wow, you're extra generous.
Because that, like I said, the Ruthless Bitch song I actually do like.
I like the production, and that's about it. It just sounds dated. She made too many references about being a white girl that can rhyme. And like I said, like back then in 1990, that was a big thing for rap, and the media made it a big thing. Unfortunately, when Vanilla Ice got successful, a lot of people felt like he was biting off a hammer, and he got rich and famous, and it was never a thing for me. Like listening to the Beastie Boys, they didn't give the Beastie Boys that much smoke, and they were white. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because the Beasties, they knew what they were doing. They made good
right.
music. Damn
And they
sure
started
they.
off as a punk rock group to go to rap and still be successful in that genre. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but where was all that smoke for them? They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I just, I think she made too many references about that, and I didn't care for the album. I never even heard of this chick, even back then. Never heard of her, but I like the production. The production could have went to somebody else though. I'll give it a one. It's a one for me. It's a one. Last time I gave an album a one was the the Black album, if I'm not mistaken. We did that, but did not like this. I don't think she could rap. You know, no. You didn't tell me this was gonna be a trash review, Reg.
But like I said before, I heard this album today
Uh,
for the first time, and I was just like, I was very hyped to listen. I was like, okay, a white rapper, Eazy-E, Ruthless, 1990. I was so hyped to listen to this shit.
even with Eazy-E, and I know he's a legend, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and all that. I never looked at Eazy like he was some great lyricist to begin with either.
He
And
wasn't
maybe
a great lyricist. He was a hustler.
right, but like West Side Gun is not a great lyricist, but he has a following because of his production and incorporating the fashion into and the art into hip hop, which is like goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? But I never looked at Easy like he was a great lyricist either. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe that's why I never was drawn to N.W.A like that when I was younger. I'm like they cool, but I mean, what am I missing? I didn't feel like I was missing anything by not listening to them. But I mean, apples and oranges. But I don't see how this chick got a record deal. Like, how did this chick get a record deal? I got to quote Big Daddy Kane. How did you get a record deal? Who did you have to sleep with? It was either Easy or Everlast. I'm like, if she had to sleep with one of them, because at that time, to be white in a genre that was dominated by black artists, you had to be sleeping with somebody to get that record. I never heard of her, and I've heard of like a lot of artists from 1990. Never heard of this chick until today. And she's super slept on, and maybe maybe for a good reason. She said she looked like a vampire. Yo, funny today. Yo, hey, I got the Bieber album in case you don't think I was bullshitting. This is the Bieber album. It's one of the best albums of this year. This is a classic compared to Terry B album, yo.
Mm.
Look at Red Trace.
I'm good with
Man.
that, man.
It's about to kick me over here. Like, how could you show that Bieber album on? Oh man. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, well, first of all, I wasn't allowed to listen to N.W.A when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? That was my mom's wishes. But even if I did, like I didn't like I knew they were very important to gangster rap. And you know what I'm saying at that time and for LA hip hop. I'm just saying like I never was drawn to Eazy-E, as a lyricist. I didn't understand what was the big hype over him, you know. But I mean like I like some features he did, like For the Love of Money with Bone Thugs and um uh the song he did with Eric Sermon. I forgot the name of that song on the Eric Onassis album. That was good. But You know, I like some of his features, but I never was drawn to him like, oh, he's a great lyricist and all that.
Mm. Yeah, hearing this album for the first time today, yeah, it had a lot. To me, it was just all over the place. If I was to rate this, I would give it 2 out of 5.
Y'all being real generous to this shit.
That's fair. Shit. Well, I'm gonna go on for about 13 more minutes and shit.
I guarantee you the Janet album will be way higher than this album.
That's why I kind of put a trash-ish review because I know Ashley likes the album.
Right.
I'm gonna re-listen to the album probably either today or tomorrow. Or
Mhm.
today's Friday, fuck it.
Right.
And even though I love Janet, her mid to late 2000s work minus Demeter Joe, I was iffy about. So that's why I put trash-ish for right now. But the album cover, I'm just like, what the fuck? That's how you know she's trying to be fucking young because I know with the album, she got mad with the promotion because I'm gonna say a little spoiler alert, but she got mad with the promotion that she left Virgin Records after so many years with them because they was not promoting the album right.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Terry B, she was supposed to come up with another album from 1993, but it got shelved pretty much. So yeah, another hip hop album to be exact.
Well, that's nothing. She came out with an album in 2015, and then, like I said earlier, she came out with one last month of this year.
Now?
She got an album that has a mix of rap and heavy metal.
Ooh. She like Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice did the same thing. Left rap from metal.
This might be the most mentioned of Vanilla Ice on this fucking channel. Like,
yeah.
Oh, man. I'm gonna be controversial. I think Vanilla Ice first album is better than this. I think To the Extreme is better than this album, from what I remember of it, because I had that when I was younger. From what I remember, that album sounded a lot better than this album. Well, we know Vanilla Ice, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. His first album sounded a lot better than this album.
You know, low key, I'm not gonna front though. That Marky Mark album has some shit though.
Yes.
I do.
It has some joints. Wild Side was a serious joint.
Oh yeah,
that was a serious storytelling track. You know, Good Vibrations. Even though it was so poppy, I didn't like it. I didn't like it back then. I like it now. I Need Money. That was a dope song off of that album. He has some joints on it.
Yeah, like I might re-listen to the album because that has some heat though.
Yeah, I didn't like the second one, but the first one was good.
Yeah, good vibration. Believe it or not, I do fuck with on the low.
Yeah,
especially when that chick is singing. It got the good vibration.
Wasn't that Martha, the girl from the Weather Girls? That wasn't.
I always thought that was her because they
said
the hell out of her voice.
But she wasn't in the video. She wasn't in the video.
Of course, because they didn't want no big girl on the fucking video.
Right.
That's how they did it.
Right.
But the one thing about Martha Wash though, when she got her publishing straight, she sued the hell out of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
That's how you fucking do it.
CNC Music Factory, yeah. I actually have that album, that CNC Music Factory album.
Again, that was a dope album too. That dance shit.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, see, I don't just listen to hip hop. I be listening to like a lot of some shit too.
What's going on here? What am I saying? Fifth Harmony? What is going on here? Is this a pop discussion tonight?
I guess Fifth Harmony. I have their one of their albums.
Who left Fifth Harmony and became famous? Somebody left. Who left the group and became famous?
You said what?
Camila Cabello.
She left the group. Oh yeah, okay.
And went solo.
Fuck Camilla. She a fucking racist. She and her fucking boyfriend or whatever say some shit about black people. Fuck her.
Oh wow. And she's Mexican, right? She's Latin.
I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what she is. I don't give a fuck what she is, man. She can eat a dick.
And
No, I hate when these white artists they piggyback off black people and our fucking culture and shit like that. I see your comment about that Rick James Glow album, Ron. I'm gonna get to that. They see these fucking they piggyback off the culture, but when they get to the black issue, when they confront all these fucking black issues, that's when they want to talk shit. That's when they want to act all bougie and shit. Fuck her. Fuck Justin Timberlake too.
Oh boy.
No, nigga went solo. Who did he call? Timberland, Janet Jackson. Got Janet Jackson in fucking trouble. His career skyrocketed.
I don't think no, but let's be clear. We allowed Justin to enter R&B and do what he do because before he was just in sync singing in fucking padded rooms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for you gotta credit Pharrell and Timbaland for that because I don't think without those two he would be as big as a solo artist. I mean, because he wasn't even the first. He wasn't supposed to be to come out first from NSYNC. It was supposed to be JC, and
Oh
then
God.
when yeah, it was supposed to be JC, and then when Justin took off, JC tried to come out in his career. You know, it wasn't as big as they thought. And then Chris was supposed to come out, but he didn't. I don't even think he dropped anything.
Loki, NSYNC is one of the worst mistakes in music, in my opinion.
I got CNC. It's the first CNC album. I actually had this on cassette back in then. I got it on CD.
Yo, but speaking
Great
about
album.
Rick James, I love the album cover though. Fucking freedom and
Yes.
that chick.
Yeah.
But speaking of
Great
that
album.
Rick James Glow album, very underrated album, man. That's like
Yes.
the last great Rick James album, in my
That
opinion.
one I have on vinyl. I have that one on vinyl. But that here on the cover is yeah. When he dyed his hair blonde and it's like curly and shit.
oh,
Moonchild, like Moonchild, Shalalala, come back home. Oh my god.
Gwen Stefani, I like her. I actually got a No Doubt album. The Rocksteady album. That's one of their best.
I love No Doubt, man.
Yeah, No Doubt is dope. I like their stuff.
I
Yeah, I
have
need to
Gwen Stefani's Love Angel Music Baby
That's a
album.
great album too.
Yep.
Tragic Kingdom. That was a classic album.
ooh.
Yeah.
I,
I
I need
think
to
we got to do some alternative shit on here, man. I see a lot of people
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about popping alternative shit on here.
for real, like no I want to talk about No Doubt, Alice in
Yeah,
Chains and shit.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You mentioned that to me months ago about the Dirt album.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Fergie. I like
that fucking
Fergie.
you said
Fergie's
what?
first album, the Fergalicious. I like that.
Yeah, y'all can
You
have
don't like
that.
Fergie?
I mean,
Wow.
Fergalicious, I'm not. That has some joints. It has some joints, but Fergie, she's.
What?
I don't. Just
What?
she
Well,
ruined the Black Eyed Peas. I'm sorry, she just ruined the Black Eyed
but
Peas.
they became known because of her. Like before that,
Yeah.
nobody knew them. I
They
mean, we
were
knew
known
them, but
before,
I mean
like
they wasn't as commercial until Fergie came into the group. And I remember Fergie from uh Kids Incorporated, that Mickey Mouse show.
Mm.
yeah. You mean
I
the
remember
show?
her
They
from
don't,
there. Yeah, she used to be on that show back in the day. CC Peniston, I got her first two albums. Another underrated artist.
Loki. All I know from CC's when Biggie said that line, "Be like CC and keep on walking."
Yeah, keep on walking was from her first album. It was a big hit in '92,
Mm.
and she used to date JoJo from Jodeci. Supposedly, that was the rumor back
Oh,
then.
wow.
Yeah.
Man,
She from Arizona, and she did like a mix of like R&B and like club music. You know, she was a great singer. She did some ballads. You know, I haven't heard it from her in years, but I know she's still singing though.
Hmm.
yeah, I know. I got her unsung episode. So,
Yeah. Oh, she had an unsung?
Yeah.
uh huh.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah, I can probably send it to you once I get my
Yeah,
shit straight.
yeah. She was a good artist.
Yo, Ronnie, believe it or not, I actually do like the Backstreet Boys. They actually can
I like
sing
their
though.
early stuff.
I never was into
I like their early stuff.
Wait, so
Jodeci
you were into
verse.
NSYNC? You went into NSYNC, but you went into Backstreet Boys?
Nah, nah, no. I don't listen to NSYNC either. Like I see watching so much TRL. I used to see both of those groups on there. I like
Right.
some NSYNC songs, like "Gone," the ballad that Brian McKnight think he wrote that for them or produced for them. And
What?
yeah, Brian McKnight did some stuff for them.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought you
Mhm.
knew that.
No.
Yeah, "Gone." He did. Yeah,
Oh,
I believe he did "Gone" for them. Uh, they did "Girlfriend" with Nelly. That was a big hit.
yeah, I know that one.
Um, "Drive Myself Crazy." That was like the video where they were like in a mental institute and were like singing in like padded rooms and shit. I like certain songs it is, but I wasn't. I don't have none of their albums. So like I told you, like I didn't listen to Justin until after he left that group. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. I was never like into the boy bands of the 2000s like that. Like boy bands for me is New Kids on the Block and New Edition. That was my boy bands growing up.
Yeah, that
You
I
know?
like Face the Music New Kids, man. That's my
Right,
shit.
right. Face the music.
Dog,
Yeah.
dirty dog, dog. That's my shit, man.
Right.
Not that step by step.
I didn't like, and I bought that album and I barely played it. I didn't like it. It just sounded
Oh,
so cheesy from the first album.
And then they had that stupid ass dance in
That
their
stupid
DVD.
dance, yeah, in the video. I'm like, yo, and they did that in the cartoon also. I'm like, what the hell? What happened to this
wait,
group?
what dance are you talking about?
The dance they do in this step by step video, where they like all on the steps and they,
Oh,
I'm like, what the hell? I didn't like that. I think that's why I didn't play the album much.
oh.
Shit. Yo,
Well,
Yeah,
Loki,
I like
what
I
about their
hate.
first album? What about their first album?
first album is classic. I love the first album and the remix album. I like the remix album too.
Mm-hmm.
The
Loki,
Christmas
I
album
hate.
I barely played it, and the second step by step I didn't care for.
Mm. Loki, I hate Day 26.
I never listened to the. I watched the
I never
show, but I
listened
never
to
listened
Day
to the album.
26 either.
Yo, what is
I
up with
watched
all
the
these
show.
bad? What is up with all these bad boy artists having reality shows for their music? I'm sick and tired of this. Sick and tired of artists
Oh,
having
That was
reality
Puffy.
shows.
That was all Puffy when Puffy had that deal with MTV and having the band and then having Danny D Kane on there and Day 26.
yeah.
But I actually watched the show for Day 26, like to see who they was gonna pick. When they were picking with different members and they had Willie and Robert and I think his name was Q. The dude that was dating Dawn, I forgot his name.
Mm.
And he had like a blow up in the group and they kicked him out of the group and I actually watched that whole season for Day 26, but I never listened to the album. I never listened to the band album when I watched the whole season for them.
Hey, yo,
Coldplay, yeah,
Q,
I love Coldplay.
I
Coldplay is
hate
dope.
Coldplay.
You don't like Coldplay?
I only like one song that that times the one with the
Clocks.
clock.
Clocks,
Yeah,
yeah. There's a Latin version for Clocks too. That's dope.
I hate that version, man. Like they
You
overplayed
don't
that
like the
stupid.
Latin version?
Oh,
I mean,
Uh,
when the lead singer when he collaborated with Kanye and Jay
mhm.
Z on a couple of tracks, I liked him solo
Chris
wise,
Martin.
but
Yeah, yeah. I like Cole. I'm a big Coldplay fan. ABC first album, Marquise was great. I didn't like the second one.
yeah, I like ABC's version of Jealous Girl more than New Editions. To be real with
Yeah,
you,
you told me. I'm like, what the hell? I still got New Edition version over ABC, man. I'm sorry.
but the video for that version is kind of funny. These
Yeah.
niggas having their fucking shirt off and shit like that. Like,
Um,
I'm like, y'all niggas are 5 years old, man. Put your fucking shirts on. What is this, Chris Stokes? Who directed this shit? Chris Stokes?
you right, right? Nirvana, yeah, Nirvana definitely uh love that group.
Yeah, I need to
Um,
talk about the Bleach album, man.
yeah. Nevermind and In Utero, classic albums. The Unplugged episode was classic.
Yo, unpopular opinion. I like in utero over and never mind any day.
I mean, that's great. I mean, people got their favorites, so that's that's a great album to me.
Because niggas don't like that shit because at that time the way they were mixing that album, Kurt Cobain wanted to make an album that was so dark. He wanted to be scare away his mainstream crowd and shit.
Right.
Mhm.
But that ended up selling more, if I'm not mistaken. It went number one, and it sold just as much as Nevermind, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. That's true.
Then Kurt killed himself. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just saying, like, I wasn't even trying to be funny. Speaking of Ronnie, low key, I like Lupe's first two albums. Everything else is hit or miss. I'm sorry, but he's kind of overrated to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he can spit, but niggas make him out to be not like a Nas. I'm like, nah.
Nah, he ain't not. Hell no. Hell no. Nah.
Like lasers sucked. Food and Liquor 2 sucked. Tetsu and Youth was alright.
And then I fool you too.
Like, give me Food and
Hey,
Liquor 1.
Cruz. He said the boys, hey, I got the boys on vinyl, the whole album.
Oh wow.
I like that song. Down my heart.
Down my heart.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit hot.
Down my heart. Happy was a big hit.
I hate Happy.
Did you see the unsung for them?
Yeah, it wasn't too much drama. I was kind of just I wasn't into
Yeah.
it. It wasn't too much drama with that one.
They're like living in the Caribbean now and shit.
Like, I want what do Barry Gordy be doing? Wasn't they sound to Motown or some shit?
Yep.
Of course.
Sounded Motown. Yeah, but
Shit,
yeah,
Motown.
what happened was when they tried to do the hard R&B in like '93 and shit, that's when they lost their fans. They try to go hard and shit. But they talked about it in Unsung. They try to go hard and wear Timbs and leather jackets and shit.
I swear to God, low key, it'd be so funny when these clean artists be trying to go gangster.
Yeah, they started
Mhm.
smoking weed, showing up late for meetings with the executives at the label and shit. So that's when they were like, "Yo, we're gonna just part ways with them." And they
Man.
went off and had a family and shit. They producing now, I think. Beach Boys? No, I'm
Like,
not.
like
Britney
I
Spears,
like Khalid. I like Khalid, but I hope he does not go hardcore in the future and
yeah.
shit. I hope he
Nah,
don't do no fucking club bangers with Chris Brown or Tyga or any of
Oh.
these little niggas and shit.
hell no. I don't like Britney Spears at all.
Loki, Britney has some shit too. I fuck with
And
some shit from Britney.
I like Slave for You because that's because the Neptunes did it, but it ain't enough for me to buy her album.
I like Toxic just for that beat. Like
Oh Lord, that's so 2000s.
Yeah.
Every time I
Yeah.
hear shit like that, it's like that's so 2000s. Though.
Yeah. I
That's when
like
she's on the plane. That's the video when she's on the
yeah,
plane.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
Y'all remember that? Give me more. Give me
give
oh
me more.
no,
Yeah, yeah, give me
it's
more.
Britney, bitch. Yo, how many views you think you would get if you do a Britney Spears breakdown on here? I'm just
Oh
curious
boy.
to find out.
yo, chill out, yo. You gonna give somebody some ideas? I mean, let me take that back. I wouldn't mind doing the Britney, but I'm only gonna do it on your channel and shit.
Oh,
Cause
my channel. I'm not doing Britney. I don't listen to her. No,
you
if
brought
it's
it
gonna
up.
be anybody in pop, it's gonna be Justin Timberlake. It ain't gonna be no Britney Spears, no Demi Lovato, none of that shit.
I'd rather do a Paul Abdul discography breakdown than Britney to keep it buck.
I only like
Mm.
one album from Paul. I like the first one, the Spellbound. I didn't like, and I got Spellbound. I don't even play it. It's a collecting dust right now, but I like like one song from that album.
What album was that Opposites Attract song from?
That's from the first one, and then she had like the remix album, the Shut Up and Dance remix album.
Oh.
Shit, first of all, don't be telling me to shut up and dance, girl. You don't like that. I don't give a fuck if you all. I don't give a fuck if you suck Arsenio Hall's dick. Don't tell me to shut up. Yo, these comments that have me laughing. Was Ja Rule a gangster?
Oh god.
I mean, he might have been a gangster, but Your hips, your eyes. He wasn't gangster when he did that shit.
Mm.
Love it when you hear, baby. Yo,
I'm not doing Britney
I
Spears.
hate that mesmerized video.
Hell no about talk about Britney Spears. I don't listen to Britney Spears.
See, I tell you, you put that fucking idea in people's heads and shit.
Hell no. Marquise, you should do that on your channel. I'm not doing that. Hell no.
Mm.
Yeah, Forever Your Girl. That was Paula's album, the first one.
Hell, I'd rather do a Sheryl Crow discography breakdown. And I actually like Sheryl
I
Crow.
like some. I haven't heard enough Sheryl Crow. Only some of her songs I know. Not like any albums. I like Alanis Morissette though. Her first album was good.
Yo, that Jagged Little Pill, that got some heat though.
Yes, I
She was
like
like,
that first.
yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah.
I didn't like her back then, but I like her. I like her stuff like now. You know what I'm saying? Like over the years, like my taste has changed a lot for alternative stuff.
She
Mm.
sounded so emo, and
Yeah,
she sung Dave Collier. She sung about Dave Collier. Like, how the
right,
fuck you let Joey from Full House got you so fucking pissed?
right.
Oh God.
And be
This is
like,
the
who is
most people
this
that play with a
Jewish,
fucking chipmunk.
this naked Jewish lady walking? Remember that video? She was like all naked. She's like walking around the city naked and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Matter of
who's
fact,
this
I
Jewish
actually
naked
do.
lady? Right. You know,
Mind you,
Sade
this is
is
before
great.
Erica Badu and shit. Like,
Yeah, right, exactly. Sade is great. See, I don't have a problem talking about Sade.
yo, Taylor Dane got some shit too.
Taylor name, yeah. Lisa Stansfield, underrated.
I'll always love you. That's my shit. Like that. Oof.
Ja,
I remember
ja,
when Time Life. I remember when they used to have them infomercial with them fucking Time Life commercials and shit.
Mm.
A
Yeah.
lot of these artists, man, a lot of these artists put me on that shit, like Taylor Dane and
right,
fucking Alanis Morissette or whatever.
right.
Y'all remember
Ja Rule was a
Soul to
great
Soul?
producer.
Y'all remember Soul to Soul?
Yes.
Love them.
Yeah.
The
I
first
had the
album.
first one on cassette back in the day, the first album.
Yo, the first album is so underrated.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
on moving,
Yes.
dance.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
like I
Debbie
know a lot of
Gibson.
people like Back to Life, but Keep on Moving. I've always loved that more, especially the video with the background and the chick.
Right.
Oh my god!
Debbie Gibson, no. I was never a fan of Debbie Gibson or Tiffany. None of
Now y'all going too far.
Debbie Gibson.
Good Lord.
Oh no.
Hey, yo,
Lisa Fisher.
Sam, Anita Baker's coming late November or December. Just to let you know. Best
This has turned
believe,
into the pop discussion now. Like how did Terry B turn into a pop discussion?
because she's white. Like
Is
she's
that what it
fucking
is?
white. I talk
We
about
talked
one white
about Eminem
person.
on here many times. I ain't hear nobody bring these people up then.
Speaking of white, let me check the election results. Since we're talking about white people so much, let me check these
Lisa
election
Fisher.
results.
I'm not,
Mm.
I'm not a fan. Rick Astley.
Okay, so does Joe Biden have 264 or 254? Because I'm seeing different sources
I
at this
think it's
point.
264.
264.
Okay, then why the fuck does MSNBC say 254?
Well, he
I
basically
don't
won.
know.
He already won. So I mean, unless Trump do some crazy shit, he basically already won.
Don't say
See,
that.
I don't want to say that because y'all said Hillary was gonna win, but this nigga Trump won, so I'm gonna hold my breath on that.
Yeah,
The
I'm
best
a
of
hold on.
Say what? The best of Eminem and Britney Spears. Reg gonna be by himself on that one.
What in the
Oh, you mean the beef?
What was the best of Eminem and Britney Spears? I can't tell you about Britney. I can tell you about Eminem.
He ain't had no beef or no. He just dissed
No,
Pop
he's
Senior.
saying what was the best of Eminem and Britney Spears, but I don't know nothing about Britney Spears, so I can't tell you.
I only heard like one album from Britney.
Name
It was like
5 white female
2000.
rappers. I only know of 2. Who's the other?
It's
Who's
probably
the others?
Kid
Terry
Rock.
B and well, not even. No, it's only one because Snow the Product is Latin. So who's the others? I don't know any
Kid
white
Rock.
female rappers. Who else is it? I don't know.
Wasn't Lisa Fisher the one who made that song "Been Around the World"? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's Lisa Stansfield.
Lisa
Oh,
stands.
okay.
Lisa Fisher. I don't know. I've heard Lisa Fisher's name. I'm not familiar with Lisa Fisher's music though.
I actually like that "Been Around the World." Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, but she had good albums though. She had some hits. You
Yeah.
know, I've heard people compare Jessie Ware to her, but Jessie Ware don't sound like her. She don't have a voice like her.
Who's Jessie Weir?
Jessie Ware's from London.
I
She's
don't
a
know
she's
who
a,
that
she's a
is.
British singer, but she don't have the voice like Lisa Stansfield.
Mm.
Yo, if we're talking about British singers, man, fucking Sade shits all over these motherfuckers. I'm sorry, all these
Get
new
the
wave
fuck-
British things.
No, Jessie Ware is good, but she's not Lisa Stansfield. I've seen like that on her comments. I'm like, she all crazy.
Send me some of her shit though. I might check her out.
Yeah. Remember I was telling you about the album that came out in June? It's like an all dance album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like on her page, I see like people saying, "Oh, she's the new Lisa Stansfield." I'm like, have you all listened to Lisa Stansfield?
No,
She had a
Lisa
stronger
can
voice than
blow.
Jessie Ware. You know,
Ronnie said anybody like Jason Derulo as much as I like syphilis.
no, I don't like him.
Oh God.
His music never appealed to me.
He has music.
Yes, he has music.
Yeah, he has music.
I always
Talk
thought he
about
just made sound effects on other people's records at this
no,
point.
he has albums. I just never listened to his. I don't care for his
I
stuff.
never listened to his stuff like that either.
He used to date
He's like,
what's her name? Uh,
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks, right? And cheated on Jordan Sparks.
man, whatever happened to Jordan Sparks, man? Shit.
I don't
She
know.
she she ended up being with someone else and ended up having a kid.
Wow.
Oh, that's good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Williams. I love his first album. We talked about that, right?
Nice.
We talked about that. His first album.
I like his version of "Come Go with Me." That's
It
pretty
was
much it.
last year we did his first album, right? It was last year.
I don't think I
Early this
reviewed this first. I don't think so. We
the
talking about the
Changes album.
upcoming
We didn't do
record.
that one. Changes.
Nah, I don't think so.
We didn't do that. Sure, we did that.
I don't
We didn't
remember.
do Changes. You don't remember, man. Yo, we did so many. Like I stopped for like remembering what we did. I think we did Changes, yo.
Shit. I mean, if you say we did changes, I think we did changes.
If we didn't do that, it might have been part of. Might have mentioned it in the MCA discussion.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I think of the Uptown Records and shit.
Yeah, it might have been that.
Mm-hmm.
Boy George, yes, I have a couple Culture Club albums. Definitely grew up listening to them.
He's kind of weird, but he can sing.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, as a little kid, I knew he was different. You know, he had red hair and he had makeup on. I knew something was different about him. You know what I'm saying? Without people explaining it to me, I knew Boy George was different back then. But I mean, that never stopped me from listening to their music. So.
I just don't like people who call themselves boy. That's just me.
Well, I mean, like I said, he was different. Boy George, you know. I mean, you had
Like,
Prince dressing up in women's clothes. That never stopped me from listening.
but see, that was different because Prince actually got females and shit. That was different. 'Cause Prince was a G.
I'm just saying, the man wore lace and high heels and stuff. I mean, you know what I mean? High heel boots and shit.
See, the thing about Prince, let me tell you about Prince. I'm gonna be kind of biased. We all knew Prince was fucking around with all these females and shit.
Mm.
Prince was a gangster. Like Boy George, I heard a lot of shit about Boy George over the years about some of the shit he does in his personal life. So I'm just gonna keep that right there because I don't want to say some wrong information.
Mm.
Yo, Reggie's
Hell,
stupid.
David Bowie fucking dressed up like an alien, had lipstick and shit like that. And he dated Iman. He married Iman and shit.
I got 3 Culture Club albums on vinyl. See,
Jesus
wait, I
Christ.
knew as a young kid he was strange. He got red hair on this cover. Look, he's dressed in drag, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I thought that was Ronald McDonald that for a minute.
The man is dressed in drag on this shit, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
listen,
Like,
y'all,
but
this is about
Culture Club is a dope group. I love their music.
sure.
But I knew he was weird back then. Y'all
But
got me
listen,
like showing you vinyl and shit. Is this a vinyl show off tonight? I'm showing like all this shit.
But listen, I'm actually about to end it off for the night because it's about to be 1:30. I gotta wake up early for work. But this was a very interesting review. Like, never thought we talked too much about Pop and
Mm-hmm.
Terry B or anything like that.
And
So,
Carson.
so I think I'm going to end off the night by listening to some fucking Cool G rap or something like that. Because
You mean you're not gonna listen to Bieber?
I think I'm going to. I think I'd rather listen to fucking Ariana Grande than Bieber. Actually, let me take that back. I'd rather listen. I'd rather listen to Sesame Street Disco album than I listen to Bieber.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, this was
Alright.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
So this Sunday, Janet Jackson's Discipline. I really, really cannot wait to talk about that. You know, Janet Legend. Um, got a few pre-recorded reviews I'm gonna come up with hopefully by this weekend. I just been so busy with work and school, and hopefully the Nas beef episode be finished. I'm really trying to take my time with this one because I don't want to piss off the whole Queensbridge and shit like that. So yeah. So other than that, thank y'all so much for watching. Oh, also stay tuned early next week. Me and Tribe going to talk about Fat Joe the Gangsta's Represent album. So
Yes.
that's gonna be
Nice.
some heat right there.
Yeah.
So other than that, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for staying up with us. Hope y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.